Hi guys, my name is Awedecai. I have not been this excited about a console, I don't think ever. The Nintendo Switch 2 looks amazing. Just how much more powerful it is than its predecessor. You got 4K, 120 frames per second. That is actually crazy. Just with how powerful it is and just seeing what we already have coming up just in the beginning of the Switch 2's life cycle, I think is amazing. That Nintendo Direct that we got was probably the best Direct I have ever seen. And just the Switch 2 in general, it's just sparked a flame that I didn't even know had been kind of burning out. It just really just made me excited about gaming in general. Even the third-party games for the Nintendo Switch 2, even those things I'm excited for. Even some of the games that looked like they weren't up my alley, I'm like, man, I kind of want to get those too. That's how exciting the Switch 2 is for me. When that Direct came about, that was the best Direct I think I have ever seen. I'm so excited for the Switch 2 that this channel is now going to be, for the most part, a dedicated Nintendo Switch 2 channel. I still am going to be playing other games for different platforms like I normally would, but I am definitely going to have more of a focus on the Nintendo Switch 2 because this is going to be great, man. Like I said earlier, we're just in the beginning of the life cycle for the Switch 2. So imagine, you know, maybe a year or so from now, we've probably already gotten a new 3D Mario game. Yo, it's going to be great. And Nintendo always finds a way to surprise us. Even like the HDR stuff, the micro SD express card. I want to deck out this Switch. I want to get a protective case, a carrying case, everything. I'm excited about like going to different forums and even making some friends as well, man. I'm excited for all of that. Like I said, this has literally re-sparked a flame that I didn't even know was burning out when it came to Nintendo. Oh yeah, dude, I forgot to mention. How could I forget to mention the improvement pack things? The better DLC pack improvement graphic thing. What do they call that again? HD pack thing. Yes, Nintendo Switch Edition games. I think that's just what it's called. An upgrade pack. That's what it is. Okay, I can't believe I forgot that. The upgrade packs. Listen to me right now, guys. Being able to play Kirby in the Forgotten Land in at least 1080p 60 FPS already on its own is amazing. But being able to scale that up to 2K... The NSO, man. You know what I mean? The NSO, motherfucker. I'm excited for the GameCube games being added to the library as well. Being able to play Soul Calibur 2 online. Are you crazy? That is amazing. That is so dope. I always loved Soul Calibur 2 growing up. I never had it, but I played it at a friend's house. All three Luigi's Mansion games are now on the Switch, which is dope. Now, next is Mario Kart World. I want to get this game and put it right up my mother. Sorry guys, I'm sorry, it's just I'm really excited about this game. I'm really excited about this game, Peter. This game looks absolutely phenomenal. I have not seen Nintendo venture into this type of, performance and graphics ever in my life. The bouncier characters, the upgraded music, the courses looking absolutely phenomenal. The fact that there are 24 races in this game as opposed to 12. Remember when there were just 10? Now we have 24. All of the characters, like I said, they're much more bouncier. Even the carts, I've noticed they're using like the squash and stretch technique to make them look a bit more cartoony. And that's one thing I said in the previous video. They put the cartooniness back into Mario Kart, into the Mario characters in general. Look at the box art from a lot of the classic Mario games. They use a more looser art style. I'm glad that they've gone back to that because they are cartoon characters, allowing the characters to have that squash and stretch, and I think that it just genuinely just makes these characters look much more polished and expressive. And yeah, you can tell that it is much more upgraded than Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which already looks really, really great, especially for the Switch. I'm even excited for the open world in this game, guys. And listen, I don't like open world. It's just not my style of gameplays that I like. I'm more classic. I'm more kind of retro. So I prefer linear gameplays, you know, get from point A to B, get the thing at the end of the level. That's kind of what I prefer in my games. And so when they announced that Mario Kart World, this is your open world Mario Kart, I was like, but the more that I saw and the more that I looked at this game, I went from to yo. The last time Nintendo made me feel like was probably Pokemon, but now I'm feeling more like yo. So yeah, I'm glad that there's no more because I don't like who would want to feel like when you could feel like yo. yo, instead of feeling like instead of feeling like you know what I mean? So if the game is $80, you better make us feel like, yo. Could you imagine booting up Mario Kart World and then it's revealed that half of the roster is removed from the game? I wonder what I'm referencing here. And then they sell a fraction of them back to you as paid DLC. Not even all of them. A fraction of the roster back to you as paid DLC. And then they tell you they did that to focus on the graphics. And then the graphics are bad anyway. Could you imagine? Bro, people are eating Nintendo alive right now. And I just threatened to put this game up my ass in front of this whole world. Put this game up my ass. I'm sorry. I promise I'm not on drugs, guys. I'm just very mentally compromised right now because of Pokemon. Because of a Pokemon game, guys. This is why people get beat up in school. I get it now. But sorry anyway. But could you imagine if they pull some shit like that? Yeah, you know that made me feel like, guys. That wouldn't make me feel like, yeah. This game being open world, yeah, this looks good. In the free roam mode, you basically can drive around anywhere you want from one part of the world to the other side. You can go from just driving on the courses to just driving anywhere you want and then back onto the courses again to do a race. Like, that is free roam. That is open world. That's what I really, really love about how they integrated open world, you know? And you can do all of that online with your friends all around the world. That is dope. That is actually dope. And it's been revealed that there are missions that you can do in the open world as well, which kind of reminds me of like Sonic Frontiers, these little challenges that you can do. Really, really addictive in Sonic Frontiers. So I do hope we have a lot more of that in Mario Kart World as well. Doing those missions, you can unlock characters, new courses, and also costumes for your characters as well. I'm really excited for stuff like that. So open world looks absolutely great. We've also got the ability to grind and to drive on the walls. As a Sonic fan, you already know how I feel about that. I think it's going to make driving in this game much more dynamic, and it opens up the level a lot more in a more three-dimensional sense. You're not just stuck to the ground. Now you can drive on the walls. You know what? You know what's crazy? That does a better job at being anti-gravity than the actual anti-gravity does. Because it does change up things more, and it kind of opens up, it allows the tracks to breathe, because you can't just drive on the roads now, which are already bigger in this game to accommodate for the 24 races, but you can also drive on the walls, and it just opens up. You see what I mean? Perhaps what I am the most excited for, guys, is the knockout tour. To me, this looks amazing, and I love how they incorporated it's like an elimination round, right? You're driving up and you're racing with everyone, and the longer that the race goes on, the more people that get eliminated. That tickles literally the part of my, I love stuff like that, and I think they've added more competition to this game that is literally based in competition. I love also that in the knockout tour that you just continuously drive until you get all the way to the end, because what they could have done is you pass the checkpoint and then it's like, pew! You get to the end to do a little celebration. But what they actually did was, no, keep driving. You got to keep going. There's no time to stop. And that just makes it feel much more, you know, like intense and invigorating. Knockout Tour is what I'm mostly excited about in this game. Now, let's finally talk about the price tag of Mario Kart World. Listen, guys, with Mario Kart World being $80 or the equivalent of that in the UK, I feel like I'm going to be getting my money's worth from this game, personally. You are free to think otherwise. I would prefer for you guys to, you know, keep yourselves fed and keep the lights on, as opposed to putting yourselves in debt, putting a down payment on this goddamn video game. You know what I mean? It's a video game. Because I can imagine being a 16-year-old and you're flipping burgers, and then all of a sudden, this like almost $100 video game comes out. Yeah, I could definitely see people being discouraged by that. So yeah, do what you want with your money, whether you get the Switch 2 and Mario Kart World, or whether you don't get the Switch 2 and Mario Kart World. Hell, even if you get the packing game, do what you want with your money. That will always be my value on this channel. But what I do have a problem with are the people that are like, if you buy this game, then you're a part of the problem. If you buy Mario Kart World, then you are supporting an evil corporation because the price tag and this, that. That's what I have a problem with, because now you are telling people what to do with their money under the guise of guilt, because you're using guilt as a deterrent to stop people from getting this game. I'm still gonna get my money's worth, and I'm gonna buy it personally, and there's no one that can tell me otherwise, because this looks really good. And honestly guys, hobbies are expensive. To build a PC, or to fix a car, or maybe to knit a sweater, or to do crochet and stuff like that, hobbies cost a lot of money, and yes, even more so than a Nintendo game. So that's what I think about the price tag. I think, again, just to sum up, if you want to get it, your choice. If you don't want to get it, your choice. I support either side. I don't support people that are guilting others to not get the game, or guilting others to get the game. Like, for example, if you can't afford the game, just say so, bro, LMFAO. No. You can have an opinion on the price tag, you can refuse to pay for the games, no problem, but telling people what to do with their money... So on that note, I am going to be getting Mario Kart World and the Nintendo Switch 2, hopefully. I'm excited to play this game. It's going to be so amazing and exciting. It's just so good, man. That is my thoughts on the Nintendo Switch 2 and Mario Kart World. Let me know what you guys think as well. Is there anything that I missed? Let me know. Are you going to be getting the Switch 2 on launch? What games are you the most excited for? For me, I'm the most excited for Mario Kart World and Kirby in the Forgotten Land with the Starcross World DLC and the GameCube games being added to the NSO as well. This is a great time for Nintendo. I think a lot of Nintendo fans are eating real good right now. You better believe I'm going to be playing. All we got to do is just wait around a month and a half now for the Nintendo Switch 2 to come out. And yeah, I'm excited, guys. So with that said, everybody, my name is Awedecai, and I'll see you in the next one.